Why should your horse want to be with you? I see a lot of trainers out there and they're talking about doing stuff with horses. Put your arm here, put your leg here, look here, do this, do that. But what about giving our horses what they really need? If we were underneath a good leader or looking for a good leader, isn't that a promise that we would like from our leader? Is that we would get from our leader what we need and what we want? We can definitely have a lot less responsibility of stuff to do, be able to actually be with our horses. And I'm going to talk about what your horse wants from you. 16 years ago, I opened up my farm for rehabilitating horses. And this is how I have actually learned the most of what I've learned is from rehabbing horses. So this one horse, his name was Nick. He was brought to me all the way from Massachusetts. I got a phone call from the woman and she said, I have this horse. And she wanted to ride him and learn how to do upper level dressage movements. And so she was advised to buy him. She bought him. Later, she found that he was completely broken. Feet issues. He had heart bar shoes on. Nobody could figure out his feet. He was in pain constantly. He had stomach ulcers. She couldn't ride him and he couldn't be with other horses. So she had all these problems with Nick. And unfortunately, she was at a place where she didn't know what to do. So she called me. We worked on rehabilitating him. He was within 3 weeks. He had his heart bar shoes taken off. He was on his way to rehabbing his feet. He was gradually reduced from the amount of bute that he had until he was on no bute, and his owner could not believe it because she was told that this horse would never get off of bute. And then we went about finding the blocks that were in his body. So this horse is one example of how horses have guided me along my journey of learning and healing. This is the next topic that I want to lead into, which, what does your horse want from you? So your horse only wants from you to be heard and to be understood. They want to get along in life. They want to be able to merge with people in society. It's not about doing stuff. Yes, we need the physical involvement, the techniques, we do need that. But when you listen to yourself, then you are able to listen to your horse. The trust comes from us. It's not from the horse trusting us initially. If we can put trust in the horse, trust in ourselves, then we can co-create our time with our horse. It's not about having a robotic horse that just does what you say. It's about co-creating with our horse where we want to go, how to heal our horse, what our horse is showing us on how we can heal, and then turn around and heal the horse. It's not about going through your routine because you've always done it that way and that's the way it's worked with other horses. There will be that one horse that comes along that will challenge you. And this is where you will learn that you need to get into the place of being with your horse. That leads me to the next part that I want to chat about here, which is our limiting beliefs that were holding us back. Fear and anxiety, or whatever that might be. Our horses come to us to show us how to be whole. So they show us what needs to be healed. When a rider has subconscious blocks, it shows in their bodies. An example is a rider who is very fearful about a trauma that's happened in her past, but she hasn't released that. And horses pick up on that instantly when you have a subconscious block, because they see your movement, they see the way you are, and they pick up on that instantly. So how do you get blocks? It's just a misunderstanding. Maybe when you were a child, something happened to you that caused your body, your mind to protect you. The issue is that these exist. And so until we can come from a place of understanding rather than misunderstanding, then we can understand about ourselves, and then we can extend that to our horses. I wanted to talk about Nick a little bit more. I rehabbed him, he became sound. Then I started to work with his physical body, and I found that he was extremely blocked in the pole area, both from flexion this way and lateral flexion, so vertical and lateral flexion. And when I found that he was blocked in that way extremely, we worked on that area of his body and his rider was able to ride him. So that's what I mean about subconscious blocks. When I worked with that rehab horse, I could tell how he was ridden. I could tell the subconscious blocks that were in his previous riders. He was showing me very, very clearly by what was happening in his physical body. And that had then led to illness. The mental leads to the physical, which then led to illness. Nick was rehabilitated, but in the process, I was rehabilitated as well. He showed me that my promise to horses, and this is the third thing I wanted to chat with you about, my promise to horses is that I will be with the horse first. So I will work on myself as much as I possibly can and clear myself as much as I possibly can so that I can be with my horse. That's where the work starts. It starts right there. And until we do that, we're not able to progress further with our horses. This is what we teach in our program. It's a place where love and trust is revolving around our teaching. It's about self-worth. It's about self-love. And it's about kindness. And it's kindness to ourselves. Because if we don't know how to be kind to ourselves, if we don't love ourselves, if we don't find that we're worthy, then how can we possibly give that to our horses? It starts with us first, and then it goes to the horses. So my horses have guided me along this journey. Your horses will guide you along your journey as well, as long as you're open to that. And this is what I teach in my program. That is what's going to give you freedom with your horse. And this is what we all want, isn't it? We want freedom. We want to be able to be with our horses and have the freedom and do it because we love our horses. And we want to be able to love what we're doing. If it doesn't resonate with you what you're doing, if it feels like it's constantly a battle, that's not going to be something that you love doing with your horses. If you want to get notified when I do live so you don't miss them, be sure to click that bell icon so that it fills up black. Then you know you'll get notifications automatically of when I'm going live. All right, have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.